Hey guys, it is Saturday and I'm on my way home from LA. I had a doula meeting today and I got to hang out with one of my friends from out of town for like 5 minutes. But the conversation that we had was so great and so eye-opening and lets me know that I'm not alone. I'm dealing with a lot of like negativity in my life right now. And trying to find a way to get past it and like come out on top and not sink into the ocean has been really hard. I am trying to find the best way to deal with these catalysts of negativity that have and continue to be present in my life in like a really bad way. It makes me really sad and makes me feel bad about myself. It makes me question who I am. It makes me feel guilty. It makes me feel like a bad person. All of the actions, the negative actions and the negative words and phrases that are kind of thrown my way and in my direction and directly to my face are sometimes paralyzing and will make you feel like there's really nothing else, but this pain that you're experiencing. There's nothing else in this world except for hurt and pain and sadness and loneliness and defeat. And when you get down in those trenches like that, let me tell you how hard it is to come out. Unless you have somebody that is really rad and really awesome that can like kind of shine a light and be like, look, you're not this person that they're saying you are. You're not this person that this other person is claiming you to be. You need somebody that sees you for who you are and appreciates that and loves that about you, Finding that is really hard. So with that being said, if you can't completely get rid of the people in your life or the things or situations in your life that are causing you grief and sadness and this like looming cloud of darkness, there's nothing else you can do but deal with it. So that's where I am. I have to deal with it and I have to function. I have to be a mom. I have to work. I have to be a friend. I have to be a daughter, a sister. I have to be Kat. And I don't want the person that I am to be impacted by this negative stuff that is going on. So I have to protect it. Now I'm at the point where I have to protect it. I'm like creating a bubble around myself, and it is comprised of nothing more than willpower and complete refusal to allow anyone else in my life or around me to affect me in such a way that I can no longer be and function as myself. I've drawn a boundary, and nobody is crossing it ever again. They can say whatever they want. They can try to bring me down and make me sad, but this barrier that I'm putting up, this guideline for how I choose to let others treat me and affect me is going to change the way that I perceive this negativity, and it's going to change the way that I perceive what is going on around me in life, period. I mean, just like letting go for a little bit today, like 30 minutes was like, like I'm walking down this bridge down onto this wooden platform at the lagoon, and I have my two oldest sons with me who are 13 and 11 and their little friend, and there's a big group of skaters that come down and they're all jumping in the water and having fun, and like watching all of these people like have fun and just like let go kind of made me realize like just how little I do that. I don't ever do that. Even when I'm out with friends, like I'm constantly mulling over things in my head that I need to do or change or fix, or how I can be a better person, or like just stupid stuff, even like asking myself, why doesn't this person like me? Or why doesn't this person feel the need to treat me with respect the way I treat them with respect? And it's like a constant 24-hour like fight. Oh, I'm just gonna cough the whole time. So that kind of made everything like really clear. Seeing my sons jump in the water and like watching their faces and how much fun they're having, and realizing that I never have fun with them the way that I want to, because I'm always so busy with everything else, with like responsibility and like, oh, does my house look nice, and is it clean enough, or did I do the laundry today, or whatever. Like, instead of just like chilling for like an hour and just being like, you know what, I'm gonna have fun with my kids for an hour, like I'm gonna turn my phone off or put it away or hold it up and capture the moment, like I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do for an hour and not worry about my bills or my life or anything. Like, just swallowing really disgusting lagoon water. And then, I find myself 5 minutes later, like, I find myself 5 minutes later, like, dude, I'm probably gonna die of like some weird amoeba that is in my brain now because I jumped in there. But then I'm like, you know what? If I die, at least I had a really good time with my kids. Well, I've officially lost my voice, so I guess I'm not finishing the video. But thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm back. My voice is back. It came back. Okay, anyway. So the way that I've chosen to deal with it, these are the guidelines that I've decided that I'm going to follow, and I thought I would extend them to you because they seem like a really, really great idea. A really great way to handle negative people in your life. So when they say misery loves company, it's true. So when somebody is really sad or upset or not happy with themselves or their life, their goal is to find somebody else that they can break down so that that person can be living on the same level that they're living on, which is a really sad level, and nobody wants to live there, right? So nobody's going to go willingly. So in order to get them down there, you have to break them down. You have to be super mean and like super personal and super vindictive and super not loyal in order to make them get to that point. And then when you're down there, you're like, oh, hey, buddy, you're down here with me. Like, I'm not by myself, So think about that for a second. Think about how shitty that is, first of all, to be that person, because nobody wants to be that person. You don't want to be that person. You don't. So all this time I've been letting this happen, and then I'm on this like level field with this miserable human being, and I'm so sad, and I feel like giving up, and I feel like my future is over, and that's it. Like, this is my life. I'm just going to suffer forever. I'm never going to be happy. I'm never going to be where I want to be in my career. I'm never going to be where I want to be financially. Like, I'm never going to own a home. Like, boom, this little tiny seed spirals into this like hurricane of like self-doubt and hurricane of fucking, I can't do this. I'm not worth it. Like, I am not worthy. I'm not valued, Stop doing it. Stop letting them do that shit. Do you remember the little bubble I talked about? Build that shit up, okay? Don't let them hurt you anymore. Get to a point where when they say something shitty to you, or like mean, or they poke you when they poke the bear, you just like smile, like, and walk away. That's it. That's the answer right there. Don't say a fucking word. You smile and you walk your ass away, and you're like, okay, well, you know what? You can live in your little bubble of hate, and I'm gonna move on and be happy. Really just think about how miserable and sad it is for somebody to be living in such a way that the only way they know how to function is to like poke people and bring them down and bully them and make them feel sad. That's really, really sad and unfortunate and manipulative, and it makes you a shitty person. Don't let that shitty person make you a shitty person. Like, hold your ground. Don't give in. Don't lower yourself. Just hold on to your integrity and like hold on to your class and stay where you are, and just be like, you know what? I'm gonna get through it, and this person isn't gonna be here forever. And you can you can just move forward. And then in the future, who knows what is waiting? Like, who knows? I've been alive for 30 years. I figure I have another like good 40 years on this planet. I'm gonna do like a low estimate there. I have like another 40 years of life on this planet. 40 years. This has been like the worst year of my life by far. But like, it's only a year out of all that time. Like, I still have like 40 years to figure it out. I have all this time to like travel and see the world and meet new people and find my person and find my people and my friends and the people that love me for who I am and aren't threatened by the way that I speak or the way that I act or how honest I am or whatever I choose to share. Like, I'm really open. I'm really open, and sometimes I'm too open, and I get it, and it can be super uncomfortable for people, and people don't know how to react, and they're like, what is this? I'm from the Midwest. It's a little different. It's a little different out here. Like, finding that level of genuine in LA is like finding a needle in a haystack. And you, I think, walk around thinking I'm an honest person. I'm a great person. Like morally, I'm a good person, and I tell the truth, and when I say that I'm going to do something, I do it. And I think I walk around all the time and I'm like, everyone does this. This is, I mean, if I'm being honest right now, then I'm just going to assume that this person that's telling me these things is being honest as well. So if I'm having a conversation with someone and they're telling me a story, I believe the story, because I'm just like, why would they lie? It's naivety in its purest form. It just lives like on my lips and on my skin all the time. Always naive. So yeah, so that's why it's just like a shit show. I just like believe it. I'm just like, oh, you're sorry? Okay, cool. Like, it's fine. I forgive you. Like, I'll forget it. We'll just be like BFFs. And then I'm like, wait, like 2 weeks later, the same shit happens. And I'm like, this isn't cool. Like, this hurts my feelings. I don't like this feeling. And then I'm like, oh yeah, there you go. That's because you are just so open and accepting that you'll just like take anything. Well, there's a line drawn now, because I'm telling you that like that part of my life is over. I still want to be the person that I am. I still want to believe in people and believe that there's honesty and truth and all of this great stuff going on in people's heads, but to be fair, it's not always the case, and I think I need to protect myself a little bit better and not allow those people that are deceptive to weasel their way into my life and pretend to be someone they're not. Like, I'm not going to let it happen anymore. I think that's just what you have to say at some point. You just have to say, I'm not going to let you hurt me anymore. End of story. It's not happening. It's not okay with me. I don't want to be miserable like you. Please just like, don't give it any attention. So that is my speech for the day, because wow, that talk just like got me going. And I am so stoked that I have the ability and the awareness in my life right now, like where I am as a human being, to tell myself, like, look, this doesn't feel good, this isn't right, this isn't okay, this is abusive behavior, and you don't have to deal with it from anyone. This is not a single person, this is just everyone, like DMs that I get, or messages on a dating app, or whatever. Like, what gives anyone the right to disrespect you or cross that line? There's no excuse for it. As a human being in this world, regardless of what I choose to do, nobody has a right to disrespect me or come into and interject themselves into my life in a negative way. Nobody has that right. And I'm not going to let it happen anymore. So this is my video to myself saying, Kat, you're going to be that badass that everyone thinks you are, and you're going to not let people walk all over you, and you're not going to let people take advantage of you, and you're not going to let people be mean to you, and you're only going to accept love and happiness and acceptance and joy and all those great emotions into your life. my video to myself saying that I'm not going to settle anymore. I'm not going to devalue myself to make someone else feel better anymore. Because I am awesome, and I'm a good person, and I deserve a fuckload more than what I've had in my past and in my friendships, in every aspect, and I'm gonna make sure that I get it. Bye guys, and thank you so much for watching my super spotty YouTube. I appreciate it.